Hi. So now let us see the next constraint, that is default constraint. So this is going to work as name implies, nothing is there. So this constraint is used to set the default value of the particular column where we have not specified any value actually. So it is very general that sometimes when you are inserting a row, okay, maybe under particular column, you may not have value available. Okay, at that time, in general, system database is going to insert null value. But the requirement is you don't want to insert the null value. If the value is not known or if value is not provided, then assumption is some default value. Okay, so that default value you want to insert automatically if you don't specify any value actually. Okay, so for that purpose we are going to have this constraint, default constraint. While creating a table itself, you can mention this one actually. So that is what you can see the syntax. So similarly, like other constraints, column name, data type, default, you just use the keyword default and the value you want to mention actually, based on the data type especially. If it is an integer, you will provide integer value. If it is a string type, that is varchar or uh, uh, if it is float, accordingly you are going to have a data here. Okay, so let us see with a hands-on session. This is simple one only. So here if you see, create a table, roll number, first name, age. What we will do is we will add city also. So assume it is a varchar type of 10, let us keep. Okay, then what you want to do is, if you don't provide the city for any student, then by default assume that he is from the particular city. So for example, I'm assuming here Hyderabad. Okay, so Hyderabad. So this is the default value I want to provide. If when you are inserting, if you don't provide, so that is what you can see here. So if I run this particular script, first of all, it will create a table. So already exists. So let us drop the first of all this table. So we created for previous discussions. So drop table student. Yes, it is dropped. Then now let us create again. Yes. So this is created. Now let us observe this default constraint uh, by creating it actually. So you can see here, insert into table student actually. See, now what we will do is, to understand this one, we will insert into specific columns only. So that is roll number, under roll number, first name, last name, and age only we are going to insert actually. And yeah, so this is after student. So now here, now values. So here I think table is not required because insert is exclusively for the table only. Now, so whatever columns you mentioned here, okay, under those columns only you are inserting the data. So that means roll number 1, name is Ravi, first name, and the last name is Kumar, and then age, for example, 20. Now, if I run this one, what will happen actually? Observe that we are not provided city. We didn't provided the city. Is it or not? Now, if you run this script, what is going to happen? You can check that. So one row is inserted. Now let us display the data. Select star from student. Okay. So you can see, of course, whatever data we given, that is came, but Hyderabad is added by default because we didn't provide it here. Suppose if you don't if you don't have this constraint, what you are going to have here under the city, you are going to have a null value actually. Now let us check the same thing by having the city also. So insert into student. So because we are inserting all the values, we no need to mention the column names. So that is to Kishore Babu. Then age is 15, and then I'm providing some city here. So that is New York. Okay. Now you see, if I run this script, what is going to happen? So of course it will run successfully, but whatever value we provided, that will take. So you can see here New York is inserted. So that is what actually default constraint you can use if when you are not providing any value, you want to insert something other than null value actually. Okay.